in the last part of Lamplight City. Oh my god. There was something in the freaking crib.
That's odd. Why is there a loose button in the crib?
I found this button in the baby's crib. Do you recognize it?
Why, yes. That's one of Barney's eyes.
Barney?
Oh.
Charlie's stuffed bear. It's his favorite toy. A gift from my friend
That
Lee.
makes sense.
I didn't find a stuffed bear in the nursery.
Then whoever took the baby must have taken Barney as well.
Who was Linda?
Yeah.
Mrs. Linda Walker. She's a good friend of mine. As I said, she gave me Barney as a gift for Charlie.
Can you tell me anything else about her?
Oh, she's a lovely girl, very much in tune with her spiritual nature. I greatly enjoy my conversations with her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Oh, I don't remember. No, wait. It was at the last Spectre Society meeting on the 19th. That's right.
What is the Spectre Society?
It's a club
Is it
for
a cult?
spiritualists and amateur investigators of the paranormal.
Please, come in, Mr. Fordham. I am Angela Maxwell, the founder of the Spectre Society.
You, Linda, looking forward to having you over at the manor next week. Come around 8 p.m. and you can meet Charlie. Huh.
Can you tell me
Henrietta.
about Linda and Henrietta's friendship?
It's so
Talking about
lovely to
Charlie.
see them together at the meetings. They're practically inseparable. It's quite sweet. They often leave messages for each other in the guest book.
Yeah, I
When
saw
Linda
that.
found out that Henrietta was taking care of an infant, she even gave her a toy bear for the child. I remember Linda lighting up with excitement when she asked about him.
Oh, Henrietta
She
is supposed to
really
do
loves
this. I'm
children.
stupid.
It's such a terrible shame about... But please,
Huh?
let's discuss something more pleasant,
What
shall we,
happened?
darling?
I'm sorry,
Tell me.
what was it you said? Madam Psy, what?
Madam Sa-
Metempsychosis, darling. It's a philosophical
Oh my
term which
God.
comes from ancient Greece.
She needs to stop
It
calling me
refers to the
darling.
transmigration of the soul after death.
Is that anything like reincarnation?
Essentially, yes.
This tragic story about Linda you mentioned.
Oh dear. I probably shouldn't say.
I'm investigating a kidnapping, and Mrs. Walker is a person of interest. I need to know as much about her as possible to help me solve this case. Do I make myself clear?
Well, if it will help,
Yup.
Linda was married to a man named Thomas. Together, they had a son named Alexander. Thomas revealed himself to be a terribly cruel man. When he gave himself over to the drink, he would fly into rages and beat both Linda and the boy.
Oh, that's
One day,
terrible.
she came home to find both her son and husband dead.
My God, what happened?
The police ruled it a murder-suicide. Poisoning, apparently. Linda has been trying to make contact with Alexander's spirit for the past year or so, but has had no luck.
Well, he is now. He doesn't think it's a good idea to tell others about him. But normally, he's the same as he was in life. He just wants me to find the man responsible for his death. I've told him I'm really the one responsible, but he insists it's the burglar.
I see. This is quite the unfortunate situation. My advice to you is this. Spirits often know best. You do well to listen to him about keeping his presence to yourself. Not everyone is as open-minded as we members of the Spectre Society.
Even if you solve 100 cases, it won't relieve that empty feeling inside.
What's your point?
I'm all you've got, Miles. Once I'm gone, there'll be nothing left. So just admit it. You don't want to find me. Not really.
Hey guys, it's Lotus, and welcome back to another part of Lamplight City. Sorry that I've been gone for a while. When I started doing these videos, it was on winter break, so I had plenty of extra time and whatnot. So, now that winter break is over, it's been kind of hard to set aside time to record. But I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and yeah. In the last part, we learned about Linda Walker. So I think we need to try and locate where she is. It says it Investigate Solomon Stitching, confront Arthur Devens about voodoo practice. So we'll probably do that real quick. But we're learning that Linda Walker might have something to do with the disappearance, not the disappearance, but the kidnapping of baby Charles.
Mr. Devens?
Yes?
Do you practice voodoo, Mr. Devens?
What?
The chicken bones and dust you send along with your letters. It's a voodoo spell meant to cause bad luck in business. Quite a convenient solution, wouldn't you say?
I don't know what you're on about.
Come now, Mr. Devens. I'd appreciate it if you didn't think I was stupid.
All right, fine. I went to go see one of them magic women in Gascon. She told me about the spell and what I needed to do. I don't believe in the stuff, but I thought maybe if I used it, I could scare Harris enough to get him to stop making the new airship.
Well, I don't mean to be one to put a damper on your amateur witchcraft, but it doesn't seem to be doing you much good.
No, his grandson got kidnapped. That's not something I'd call lucky.
Good day to you, Mr. Devens.
You too, Mr. Fordham.
It's kind of messed
This
up.
Arthur Devens Joker is bad news. Not only is he making threats to the Harris family, he also has the nerve to send a ransom note. We have enough evidence to pin the crime on him, I think. The police can deal with the headache of actually finding the baby.
I don't think it's him though.
And so we say to Harris and his cronies, no!
Okay. Do not want to hear all of that. So we could pin the crime on him, but I think it's too obvious that it's him. I really don't think it's him. I don't think he has the heart to do stuff like that, but so we still need to investigate this place,
Welcome back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I
apparently.
think we've gotten all we can from him for now. That coat is so dull. I always prefer the ones with a bit more color. Come to think of it, I have seen plenty of people wearing that design. No tears in this one, though. My grandmother had one like that. Now that it this guy's but Isaac's I sure hope quite the that cloth, or maybe I'm that cloth, or maybe impressed. I wish I, judging from
Yeah, I don't know. I could talk to... Oops. I could talk to Upton. I suppose.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
Can we go over my current case?
Of course. What have you got?
Are you familiar with the term metempsychosis?
No, what is it?
Apparently some mystics and philosophers maintain that it's a process whereby human and animal souls are transferred to new bodies upon death.
Fascinating. Some people have such queer ideas. What's that got to do with the kidnapping, though?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Sometimes I'm jealous of all the odd things you detectives get to look into.
That's enough about the case for now.
Okay,
That's it, I think.
then you'd better get back to it.
I really don't think it's Arthur.
I'll let you know if I have any more questions, Mr. Harris.
the Harris family certainly has a nice. I wonder if I'm sure.
I don't think I missed anything. Do I have to talk to her?
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
Yeah.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Mrs. Davis, have you ever had Linda visit you at the Harris Manor?
Oh, no, of course not.
Then would you care to explain your note to her in
Are
the
you
Spectre
lying?
Society guest book?
Please, Mr. Fordham, I didn't mean to lie to you. It's just that it gets so lonely by myself in the house at night. So every now and then, I invite Linda to come over for tea and some company.
I see. And when was the last time this happened?
2 nights ago? Please don't tell Mr. and Mrs. Harris, Mr. Fordham. If they found out what I was doing, they'd have me dismissed without a reference.
I won't, but I'd very much like to speak with Mrs. Walker. Do you have any idea where I can find her?
All I know is that she works as a seamstress at a shop in Lyon, but I don't know the name. I'm sorry, I can't be of any more help than that.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
So, is it Solomon Stitching then? Track down Linda Walker. Has to be.
Welcome back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I've got some more questions for you.
All right, I'll do my best to answer them.
Do you by chance employ a seamstress named Linda Walker?
I do, yes.
Is she here?
No, she has the day off today, but she'll be in tomorrow.
Would it be possible to have her address?
Begging your pardon, but why should I give it to you?
Oops, sorry. I'm a private investigator.
I'm a private investigator, and it's crucial to this case.
Well, as I said, she'll be here tomorrow. You can ask her then.
It really is a matter of some urgency.
Seriously, dude?
I'm sure it can wait a day.
No.
But if it were really that urgent, I would think the police would be involved, not a private investigator.
Oh my God,
I'm not
screw
obligated to
you.
tell you anything, so please, let's move on before I lose my patience.
I'm losing mine. Okay.
Please, Mr. Sutton.
So you said, but why should I?
Oops, sorry.
She's my sister, and we've lost touch.
I thought you said you were a private investigator.
Well, yes. but
I am.
I don't appreciate it when people try to make a fool of me, Mr. Fordham. Because I'm a patient man, I'll let this pass for now. But if you try and pull one over on me again, I'll be forced to remove you from my store. Understood?
Yes, sir.
You really need to work on your social skills, Miles.
I'll be taking my leave
so
of you now,
annoying.
Mr. Solomon.
Very good.
You would think people would be more cooperative, but I'm wondering if I should reload the game and just lead with that. Cause ain't nobody got time to deal with that. Okay. So let's try that again.
Hello again, Mr.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Mrs. Davis, have you ever had Linda visit you at the Harris Manor?
Oh, no, of course not.
Then would you care to explain your note to her in the Spectre Society guest book?
Please, Mr. Fordham, I didn't mean to lie to you. It's just that it gets so lonely by myself in the house at night. So every now and then, I invite Linda to come over for tea and some company.
I see. And when was the last time this happened?
2 nights ago? Please don't tell Mr. and Mrs. Harris, Mr. Fordham. If they found out what I was doing, they'd have me dismissed without a reference.
I won't, but I'd very much like to speak with Mrs. Walker. Do you have any idea where I can find her?
All I know is that she works as a seamstress at a shop in Lyon, but I don't know the name. I'm sorry, I can't be of any more help than that.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Let's try this again. See if this works.
I've got some more questions for you.
All right, I'll do my best to answer them.
Do you by chance employ a seamstress named Linda Walker?
I do, yes.
Is she here?
No, she has the day off today, but she'll be in tomorrow.
Would it be possible to have her address?
Begging your pardon, but why should I give it to you?
She's my sister, and we've lost touch.
Is that right?
Yes, it's been far too long. She probably hasn't mentioned me, but that's understandable.
Look, friend, I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. If you
God.
want to speak to Mrs. Walker so badly, you can wait until she's at the store tomorrow. Until then, I suggest you stop trying to fool me, or I might lose my patience.
I suppose that other option isn't gonna work either.
Please, Mr. Solomon, it's extreme.
So you said.
Let's see.
I know I said
Oh?
her son, Alexander, and I've been trying to track her down for ages, and only just found out where she worked.
Oh, I see. It was a terrible tragedy what happened with her boy and her husband. I know how private Mrs. Walker is, but I'm sure she would appreciate you returning her son's book.
Oh, so that's
All right.
what did it.
She lives at 403 St. Agnes
Really?
Street.
Remember when you couldn't even bring yourself to trick people into thinking their shoelaces were untied? You've come a long way, Miles.
I'll be taking my leave of you now, Mr. Solomon.
Very good.
That's crazy. Oops, I keep bumping into the mic. I'm sorry. Okay. We've got an address. I didn't think it would work, but
Some people would call that humming and hissing the sound of progress. I'd call it annoying. This machine is quiet. It's already gone up considerably in my
initials.
estimation.
You could learn a thing or two from it, Bill.
I just realized that. I can't look at it? Interesting.
It says here that Linda Walker is in the upstairs apartment, and someone named Douglas Emafiel is under the stairs. Nobody home. Now what?
Apparently. I'm trying to think what SB could stand for and CS could stand for.
What? Who are you? Are you from the Steamworks?
Afraid not, sir.
Damn. Oh well, what can I do for you?
Why did you think I was from the Steamworks?
Because I contacted them a few days ago when my boiler broke, and nobody has come to repair it yet. I should have known better. Those fools always take their time, if they even bother showing up at all. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in here with nothing but cold water. If I catch pneumonia and die, you'll know who to blame.
Do you know Linda Walker?
Of course. She lives upstairs. Who's asking?
I'm Miles Fordham. I'm trying to find Linda so I can speak with her.
What's your business with her?
I'm afraid that's private.
Well, she's out right now. You'll have to come back another time if you want to visit her.
Have you got any idea when Mrs. Walker will be back?
Not for a few days. She told me she was going away for a bit. Ah, that reminds me. She asked me to water her plants while she was gone. Just need to remember where I put the spare key.
Did you say something about having a spare key to Mrs. Walker's apartment?
Sure, I'm her landlord. I look after the place when she's gone. Got a bit of a green thumb, that one, so she puts me in charge of watering her plants. The trip up is a bit of a pain, though. My hips aren't what they used to be.
I'm a private detective, and it's of the utmost importance that I get that key from you.
Right. Private detective.
Oh, God.
I don't have to do anything you say. You're not really the law. So, nice try. But I'm not betraying Mrs. Walker's trust so easily.
I'm finding that
He
spare
says
key,
that now,
buddy.
but I'm willing to bet he'd do it if it benefited him in some way.
Sorry to bother you, sir. I'll just be on my way.
cranky old man. Maybe if we can fix the boiler...
Miles, what are you doing? You don't know the first thing about steam engine repair.
It can't be that hard to work out.
If you're serious about getting it fixed, I'd suggest looking for someone who knows about this sort of thing first. But if you just want to charge in blindly, be my guest.
Oops. Did not mean to do that. Who would know about this kind of stuff? I'm assuming the valve needs to be like here, maybe?
These pipes are connected to the flue. They must heat up the water in this overgrown tea kettle.
Yeah, we should probably try finding someone that knows how to do this kind of stuff.
Ah, home at last.
Good to see you've made it back in one piece.
Maybe she
Addie?
knows
What do you
someone.
need, dear?
Addie, you wouldn't happen to have any manuals on repairing steam engines in your library, would you?
Thinking of changing careers?
No, there's just a boiler that needs repairing and I need to figure out how to do it.
A boiler? What kind of engine is it?
I'm not sure, but it had Whitney 200 embossed on the side.
Oh, of course. That's one of the most common steam engines around, used in practically everything. In fact, the player piano at the Firkin and Fryer had one, and that thing was always going out of alignment. If that's all that's happened with this one, I know how to fix it. Used to have to do it all the time.
Adelaide Fordham, you are just full of surprises.
Where is this boiler?
Not terribly far. It's a townhouse on St. Agnes in Livingston.
Let's go then. I could use some fresh air. Not quite a player piano, but it shouldn't be too tough. Would you like me to walk you through it, or would you prefer I fix it myself?
Please, tell me what I need to do.
All right, let's take a closer look. Right, the first thing you'll want to do is open up the firebox door and light that coal on fire. And it'll be a good idea to open the engine hatch too, so you can keep an eye on it.
That was easy enough. What's next?
Now you want to open the flue and close the fire door so the water in the tank starts boiling. Once that happens, steam will enter the dome, and that big pressure indicator will start going up. Assuming the steam valve is completely shut, of course.
And if it isn't?
Then the pressure will be transferred into the engine and the small indicator will go up. You want to use the valves to balance out the pressure and get just the right amount into the engine before starting it up.
And what is the right amount?
If I remember correctly, it was 3 on the small gauge. Less than that and the engine won't start. Any higher will tear the thing apart.
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh, jeez. Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Okay. Oh, jeez. Lefty, Lucy.
It won't go any further.
Righty tighty. Oh, that's too much. Okay. I think I did it.
I don't think you should leave this thing unattended before you've made any repairs.
Oh. Oh, it stopped. Did I do it right?
Dearest?
Yes.
Actually,
All right.
I want to figure it out myself. Okay. Oh, starter valve. Okay.
Find fuel source.
Boom. What does this do? Should be 3, right? Oh shit.
Miles, are you all right?
Oh man.
yes, just a bit of a bruised ego is all.
What?
Oh god.
My boiler! What have you done?
Oh man.
I do apologize.
You're one of those saboteurs, aren't you?
Oh,
one of
no,
those,
no.
those Redites. No,
Okay.
I'm calling the police, you no-good
Oh.
troublemaking bastard.
Oh god.
Now
Oh
you've really
god.
done it, Miles. Best not to stick around here too long.
I think this is an excellent time to be going, dearest.
Oh,
I have my appointment with Mrs. Lapone now, so I'll see you at home later.
She's like, I'm gone. Bye. Okay, we're yeah. Did I already talk to her?
Welcome home.
Addie?
What do you need, dear?
Okay, so I know what to do now.
Addie, you wouldn't happen.
Thank
Skip,
No.
skip, 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 skip.
Not? Would you like?
Please, tell me.
All right. Right, and it'll.
Okay.
That was easy enough.
Now, once assume,
And if it is.
then the you want.
I think I know
if
what to
less-
do.
All right.
Hopefully. Oops, sorry. Hold on.
It won't go any further.
Ooh, that seems correct. Okay. But that's too high. Okay, I had it correct the last time. Yeah, because now it's at 3. Crossing my fingers.
Nice work, Miles. Maybe if the private investigator thing doesn't work out, we can start our own engine repair
We're just gonna
service.
pretend
Boilers
that
are a lot like people, you know. They need to let off steam occasionally, or else
the
they'll
last part
explode.
didn't happen.
You do well to remember that, dearest. Anyway, I need to be off for my appointment with Mrs. Lapone. I'll see you tonight.
Bye, my dearest. My dearest Adelaide.
Yes? What is it?
I fixed the boiler for you.
What? Are you serious? It's pretty pathetic when some yahoo off the street does a better job than the people paid to do this sort of thing. I owe you, friend.
Might I take you up on that offer and get that spare key to the apartment?
Oh, right. You said you were a private detective, didn't you? Did Mrs. Walker do something wrong? Is she in trouble?
I'm not entirely sure yet, which is why I need to take a look inside her apartment.
I see. Well, I wouldn't normally do this, but you did me a great service by fixing the boiler. I can't just give you the spare key, but I can let you into the apartment.
That'll be just fine. Thank you.
What in the ether?
Cripes, did a tornado come through this place or what?
Looks as though she definitely left in a hurry. I wonder if she planned on ever coming back.
I'll be waiting for you in the kitchen, Mr. Fordham. Just let me know when you're done looking around.
It looks like a tornado ran through here. Oops. Apparently right-clicking pulls up the casebook, and I keep right-clicking.
Torn apart. She took most everything. Well, it doesn't appear she had much to take. Torn apart. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to have my fill of plants and flowers.
Me too, buddy.
There's a handwritten note here. Valerian mixed with chamomile, sedative effects, deep sleep.
Seems Mrs. Walker's an amateur herbalist.
Maybe not so amateur. I'd love to see the look on Mrs. Davis's face if she knew it wasn't a spirit that possessed her. In fact, let's go tell her, so I can see it.
You've gotten fairly misanthropic in your death, Bill.
Have I? I hadn't noticed. These will make great evidence in Linda's trial.
Indeed.
The books she left behind are all trashy romance novels. Why wouldn't she take those? They're clearly the best ones. I thought my apartment was messy. You're actually gonna dig through that mess? I sure hope it's worth it. A receipt with yesterday's date. One-way train ticket to Pierre in Lorraine. Departed this afternoon.
Thought she could get away easy, it seems. Well, I hate to disappoint her.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
It's a boy. Can't be more than 7 or 8 years old. If that's Linda's son, why would she leave this behind?
Good question.
True.
Well, at least that painting cheers the place up a little bit. That bit of torn wallpaper looks almost deliberate. What do you know? She hid a book behind the wallpaper. Looks like a journal.
April 5th, I don't believe it. Can it be true? At tonight's meeting, I struck up a conversation with Henrietta. Charles Harris was born the day Alexander died, and he has blue eyes. I know I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but this is too perfect to be true. To be a fluke, sorry. To be sure, I need to find something of Alexander's appropriate for an infant, maybe his old bear. Oh. April 20th. Charles loved Barney. Henrietta told me she's never seen him react with such joy to any of his other playthings. There's no doubt now in my mind, Charles Harris is the reincarnation of my beloved Alexander. At last, we can be together again. At last, I can seek his forgiveness. I just need to find a way to take him from his false parents without getting dear Henrietta in trouble. Oh, God. August 24th. I had the nightmare again last night. Alexander's cries of, "Why did you do it, mother?" were nearly too much to bear. When I have him again, I can finally explain that I couldn't do anything to stop him. Thomas was a monster and I was at my wit's end. Dear Samuel had helped me so much, and there was no turning back once he had consumed the tainted pie. How was I to know Alexander's friends would take ill and he would arrive home early? Watching my boy share the poisoned meal with his father was the worst moment of my life. I must get him back. So she poisoned. So, okay. The pie was meant for the husband to be poisoned, but Alexander ended up eating it. Holy crap. So she basically killed her own son. October 6th, finally, after months of thinking, I have a plan. Samuel's instruction on the nature of plants has been the key. Who's Samuel? I don't know. I will visit Henrietta tonight at the Harris residence and prepare everything. It must look as though a burglar entered the nursery and tore his coat. In 2 nights, I'll have my baby again. Samuel.
Well, this is pretty damn incriminating.
I'll say. Now we just need to figure out how she managed to drug Mrs. Davis.
I mean,
Oh, we've got you now, Linda. Thought you could be clever and get away with the baby, did you?
Bill?
Well, you thought wrong. With Fordham and Legere on the case, the only thing you're getting is a one-way trip to jail.
Bill?
And the worst part is how sloppy she was. I mean, really? She couldn't think to pick up a button? She might as well have left a signed confession in the crib for all the good it did her.
Bill, would you just shut up, for God's sake?
Huh? Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's just fine. I just stubbed my toe on the bed frame.
You ought to be more careful, Mr. Fordham.
Sorry, Miles. You know how I get when we're close to solving a case.
You always do this. I need to concentrate, and I can't hear myself think with you yapping away.
Right, sorry. I'll keep it to myself.
Thank you.
But you have to admit, she really would have saved us the trouble if...
Bill.
Right. Not another peep. As you were.
Oh my. Oops. But yeah, it looks like we've got her.
A fairly recent model. Linda must have spent a good portion of her wages on it. Nice patterns. I wonder if Linda makes all her own clothes.
So can we take this or no? Guess not.
I hope you were able to find out what you needed.
Yes, thank you for your cooperation.
So... why is she not a suspect?
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
Can we go over my current case?
Of course. What have you got?
Are you familiar with the term
Oh
metempsychosis?
yeah, she doesn't.
No, what is it?
Apparently some mystics and philosophers maintain that it's a process where...
Fascinating.
Not exactly...
Skip.
That's enough.
Okay.
I did that
That's it, I
already.
think.
Then
Oh, I didn't do this yet.
Mr. Devins?
Yes?
Do you practice...
What?
The chick...
Because I had to
Alright,
reload the game.
Oh, I thought...
Well, no.
You...
This Arthur Devins joke, we have...
So I did things kind of out of order, but it's okay.
Can we talk?
go on.
I'm ready to...
Okay.
Actually,
No.
Okay.
that's it.
Never mind. Okay.
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
Did I miss something? Like,
I have some questions.
Oh,
Mrs. Davis,
Ah.
where did you get the tea you drank on the night of the kidnapping?
from my own private supply. I drink a blend of hibiscus and elderberry. It clears the mind and puts me more in tune with the spirits.
Did it taste off
she's so
to you?
annoying. I'm sorry.
No. Why do you ask?
Because I think your tea may have been drugged.
Wait, are you saying?
I believe Mrs. Walker used her own herbs to drug your tea, knowing you'd drink a cup the following evening. She then snuck into the house after you'd fallen asleep and took the child.
Oh my word, I never would have thought.
I know, Mrs. Davis. But don't worry, I'm doing everything I can to find her.
Oh, may the spirits guide you, Mr. Fordham.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, I'd say we have everything we need to prove it was Linda who drugged Mrs. Davis's tea and took the child. And we know where she's going, too. Upton will want to know about this as soon as possible.
Yay.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
I'm ready to wrap this case up.
Okay, who's your prime suspect?
It was Linda Walker,
Who is she?
a seamstress who befriended the Harris family nanny. She took the child because she believes he's the reincarnation of her deceased son, whom she accidentally poisoned.
My God.
You'll find a journal explaining her motive at her apartment, as well as the plants she used to drug Mrs. Davis.
But what about the broken window in the nursery?
All part of a false crime scene she set up to draw our attention away from her.
Excellent work, Miles. Did you manage to find out where Mrs. Walker is now?
Yes, I found a receipt for a one-way train ticket to Pierre, which departed this afternoon.
Fantastic. We can send a telegram to the train station and have her arrested upon arrival. You've done extremely well, Fordham. Snelling could only hope to have a detective as good as you again.
You flatter me.
Then I'd better stop before your head gets any bigger. All right, Miles. I'll go through the proper channels and report your information as an anonymous tip. And of course, I'll dip into the department's Good Samaritan fund to get you proper compensation for your work. For now, go home to your wife. I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look into fairly soon.
Case closed.
Welcome to Lorraine. An awfully cute baby you got there.
Oh, thank you, sir. This is my son, Alexander.
Alexander. That's a good name. Strong name.
Yes, thank you. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in a bit of a hurry and I need to get to my hotel.
Of course. I won't keep you any longer, Mrs. Walker.
Thank you. Wait. How did you know my name?
I didn't. It was a lucky guess. But now, seeing as I know your name, allow me to tell you mine. I'm Sheriff Zeke Dollarhide. Linda Walker, you are under arrest for the kidnapping of Charles Harris. Surrender the child and come with me.
No, you've got it all wrong. This is my son. This is my Alexander.
Ma'am, please don't make this difficult. Come along to the station and we'll get this all sorted out.
I got an achievement called
Addie,
Wrong Side of
are
the
you home?
Tracks.
Still at her appointment, it would seem. You know, Miles, I have to say, I'm proud of you.
Why's that?
It's because you actually listened.
So does this mean you'll keep quiet until morning?
I said I was proud of you. I didn't say you were getting a reprieve.
Then I need to figure out how I'm going to sleep through the night without the soporific.
You worry about that too much, Miles. You can sleep when you're dead.
You don't ever seem to.
That's because I slept quite enough when I was alive.
In any case, I need to clear my head. The best way to do that after a case was always going for a drink at the Angel.
The Angel? But you haven't been there since...
Since you died. But perhaps getting back into old routines will help.
Perhaps. It would be nice to see old Patrick again at the very least. Then it's settled. A drink or two at the Angel, for old time's sake.
I have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you back, Miles. I was worried about you.
I appreciate your concern, Patrick. The past few months have been a bit rough, but it's good to be back in familiar territory.
Miles, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, it may be none of my business, and you can feel free to tell me to stuff it.
Enough with the preamble, Patrick. Just ask.
I know you quit the force, but why are you still working as a private investigator? Why not leave all that detecting stuff behind?
It's just something I have to do. If I don't, I'll go crazy.
It's rare to meet someone so dedicated to their profession.
No, it's not that. It's something else. It's really not worth getting into.
Fair enough, fair enough. Just figured I'd ask. Now then, will you be wanting another drink?
I'm not sure. I've already had 2. I should probably be getting... Wait a minute. Patrick, do you hear something?
No, Miles. I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Another gin, if you please.
Oh no.
Coming right up.
He's gonna be drinking excessively. Oh.
I must have taken a wrong turn back there. Hopefully Addie won't hear me come in.
Who are you?
Excuse me, sir. Could you spare a shilling?
Apologies, but I'm all out of coins. Perhaps next time.
Spent them all at the pub, didn't you? I should have guessed.
I beg your pardon?
Just look at yourself. I may be a beggar, but even I feel sorry for you.
You? I know you.
Yes, that's right. I'm your biggest failure.
What are you talking about?
Come now, Miles, you're not completely stupid. You think finding and catching me is going to make things better?
Yes, I do. I owe it to Bill, and that's enough to make it worth doing.
That's very touching. But you need to face reality. Let's say you do find me, and this grand chase finally ends. What do you do the next morning? You still have a dead partner, no real job. Your wife knows you've been keeping things from her. Even if you solve 100 cases, it won't relieve that empty feeling inside.
What's your point?
I'm all you've got, Miles. Once I'm gone, there'll be nothing left. So just admit it. You don't want to find me. Not really.
Bad dreams?
You could say that. My head. How many drinks did I have last night?
You're asking the wrong person. I was out after the first one.
It seems Miss Maxwell was right about the effects of spirits. Go figure.
Yeah, well, let's not make a habit out of it, all right?
That was a lot. So I'm guessing the shadowy figure is like his guilt and shame and all that stuff. But that was really good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.